guys, before we get to this apartment tour, we ask you guys to do one thing for us.
We ask you guys to please subscribe to our channel. It means a lot to us.
And now, let's see this apartment.
Hey guys, it's Ryan.
Hi guys, it's Natalia.
Today we have for you guys a new apartment tour. We're here over in the Upper West Side at 170 Amsterdam Avenue, checking out a one-bedroom apartment.
Yes, and this apartment has so many amenities. We saw a pet spa, it has a rooftop, it has a golf simulator, among other amenities. It's just a beautiful place to live. So the first thing that you see when you walk in is this closet, and it's very deep, so you can fit a lot of different storages, you can fit luggages if you travel, so it looks really nice. And then we have the kitchen, and the kitchen just looks very luxury in my opinion. Has steel appliances. Look at the size of this refrigerator, it's huge.
That's a big one, yeah.
Right? It's like double the size of ours. And then it also has the freezer on the bottom, which we've always wanted in a refrigerator, so it's very nice.
Yeah, I always wanted that too, like the double cut.
The stove looks really nice. And we have this microwave, which also is steel appliances. The cabinets, I really like that they are hidden, so it kind of gives it like a flat look. It looks very nice and modern. And then look at these drawers here, cabinets. You like open them, so it looks very sleek and luxury. There's a dishwasher and other cabinets. There's a lot of cabinet space in this kitchen, in my opinion.
And this open concept is amazing because when you first walk in, you're just glamorized by this beautiful view of literally floor to ceiling glass windows. And depending on what part you're facing, you can either get north views or south views. Right now we happen to be facing the river. Unfortunately, there's this building in front of you, but you just get so much sunlight coming directly from there. This living room is a pretty good sized living room. Definitely do a line here, put a couch right here, put your entertainment console right on that side. And then the best thing about kitchens like this and living rooms that are so open is if you're entertaining guests, if we have family or friends over, we can be doing stuff here in the kitchen, and then everyone can be hanging out right here, and we can all still be with each other in the same room because there's no wall dividing the space. I also like that there's a little nook here, and the nook here is actually, if you look, it's really deep, which is great because sometimes you'll have islands that the nook is like so small, so like you're bumping your knee. But this one is so deep that if you had chairs, fully sit down there. So you don't even need a dining console here, which makes it great because then you can save more space.
It actually has cabinet space right here.
Oh, amazing. So I guess, see, like Natalia said before, they're like hidden. So you can't really tell that much.
But they look really nice.
Yeah, and that's cool because then you can even, store more stuff here without having to get drawers.
The next place on this tour is the bedroom. And the bedroom, in my opinion, is really big. And again, it has these floor-to-wall ceiling windows, which look amazing. I really like the look of the building frame. It gives it like an artistic feel in your bedroom. If you need like some air in the summer, it is really cool because it goes all the way out for you to have space. And in this bedroom, there's a well-organized closet. So you don't really need to organize anything because it has the cabinet spaces, the indoor drawers where you can organize all of your stuff. So it looks really nice.
So we just saw the bedroom, the living room, the kitchen, and now we go over here to the bathroom, which is actually also very nice. When you go in here, you can just see how bright it is because the fluorescent lights that they're using, it makes it really, really bright. So if we move here, Natalia might actually have to start a beauty channel because of how bright the light is here. But another nice thing is actually the shower. It's really cool that they have this already attached to it, like a movable shower head, which makes it easy to, like, you know, wash Toby, also for ourselves, of course. So the bathroom here, I would give it a 10 out of 10 because it looks really, really modern, really sleek, and really clean. Outside the bathroom, over here, we have the thing that we need in every single apartment that we move to, and that is your washer and your dryer. And they're using the Bosch, which is pretty standard, and it's a good washer dryer. We've seen a couple apartments with that. And as we close this, we see that this begins to conclude the tour of this one-bedroom apartment that we've had the pleasure of seeing today. So hey guys, we're back in our apartment in Hell's Kitchen, and we want to go over with you guys what we thought about this apartment and why we decided to look at it.
Yeah, so one of the things that we really liked about this apartment is it had a pet spa.
The pet spa is nice because, for example, with Toby, you can bring Toby down there and you can wash him without having to actually wash it in your own apartment. Because sometimes when you do it in your own apartment, it gets so messy, it gets so dirty, and then you have to clean up the bathtub after, you know, washing your dog.
Another benefit from the pet spa is, you know, in the winter, you don't really have to take your dog to the groomers because you have the pet spa available in the building.
And then on top of the pet spa, right near it was also the golf simulator.
It's something cool to do. Maybe, you know, right now through this pandemic, you can go and enjoy yourselves on a date night. You can bring some wine possibly, so it could be like a cute little adventure.
So Nat's trying to turn it into Top Golf. Remember we went there one time? Yeah.
Oh, that place was fun.
We went there back in Jersey. It's expensive, but if you guys ever go to Top Golf, so much fun. But that was actually a really good idea. That's actually amazing, yeah, because quarantine, a lot of things are still closed in New York. So having that golf simulator is, you know, an activity to do. Even if you don't take it serious, it's fun. After the golf simulator, we went over to the lounge, which was actually pretty big, right?
Yeah, it was really spacious, and I also liked that it had like glass walls, so it looked very luxurious.
But in the back, there was a pool table too.
Yeah, I saw that as well. I don't play pool, but you know, it's always like a fun activity to have.
Exactly.
Something to do as well if you're, you know, stuck at home.
Yeah, and it's always cool because if you have friends over, you don't always have to be in your apartment. You can use that activity room downstairs to entertain guests.
The next place that we actually didn't get to see, but we saw on the website, was the cool rooftop.
We had a rooftop in this building actually, and it's cool because in the summer, Nat used to have friends that came over, and we would go up to the rooftop to eat lunch, to have drinks at night. So rooftop is really something that if you have it in the building, it's definitely a plus.
And for the apartment itself, these are the things that we really like. Personally, I know Ryan and I really need a washer and dryer in unit. We're so used to it, and you know, we wash our clothes on the regular basis, so we really need that to be part of our apartment.
And then as soon as we walked into the apartment, me and Natalia laughed because it had floor-to-wall windows, and that's something that I've always wanted in an apartment. We actually have looked at apartments beforehand that had that, but that always, I've seen, it makes the price of the apartment so much more. But then at the same time, you have to realize, is that within your budget, or would you rather have something else?
Like, for example, this is actually a one-bedroom apartment, so would we want to sacrifice the second bedroom to have floor-to-wall ceiling windows? So that's just something that we have to talk about. And the price for this apartment is actually, so it's $47.50. And if you guys saw our last video, we actually went to West Village and we saw a 2-bedroom apartment for $4,900. So the prices really vary because of that floor-to-wall ceiling window, because of the luxury of the apartment. So we just have to like really decide which one we really want.
So now that we went over the price, we're talking about the location now. And it's actually situated in a pretty good space because, as you can see, the train station is right there. On top of that, there's also a Trader Joe's right in front of it. So the great thing is you only have to walk a block away to get to that Trader Joe's. That's kind of how we had it when we lived in Chelsea. We had Whole Foods like a block away.
And on top of that, it's really close to Central Park. It's maybe like a 5-minute walk. There's a lot of shops at Broadway in Columbus. So it's a really great place to live.
On top of shops, it also has a lot of restaurants, which is perfect. We actually, now that we live in Hell's Kitchen, we tend to actually go there a lot of times to go to the restaurants there. So that's why we chose to look at it too, just because we spent a lot of time there and we kind of really fell in love with the place. It's a lot more family oriented as well.
Okay guys, we really hope you like this apartment tour. And with that, we'll see you in our next video.
Peace.